Hi, I'm Mauria Stanley. I'm from Trinity Basketball, and this is Ohio Sportsnet.
This is Jocelyn Corporan from Trinity Basketball, and this is Ohio Sportsnet.
We have to be ready to practice. And I get we have pictures and other things going on, but when you're on the court, you got to be ready to go. But when we came out, that was just awful. You got to be ready to go. Okay? So let's talk real quick. Saturday. Kaya, give me something as a team you know we need to get better at or what we didn't do or perform properly on. Back on D, a little bit of it. I'll take that. Always a good way. You've got to get some paid. Court?
Rebounding.
Huh?
Rebounding.
Yeah. Mars?
I feel like we just need to stick together and not give up. And it's even if the team's good.
Yeah. So I started to watch that film, and it's up on Huddle. We missed the first 6 shots. And the team, right from there, we lost all our composure. And, we keep talking about all we have is our response. And that response has to be consistent. Just because you don't make something doesn't mean that all of a sudden we can just kind of let that energy go. They kept playing with consistent energy. They didn't shoot the ball overly well. But boy, they passed it, were concise with it. A lot of things, again, we're not doing well, but we got time to fix that. But all 3 of those answers are great. Now the challenge is, now that we had 3 good responses, rebounding, playing hard together, getting back, right? Identify and fix it. Because we have scrimmage on Thursday, and that way we better figure that out. That'll be the last chance we get for the 30th to see if we're starting to figure it out or not. Owen's good, man. That was done on purpose. I mean, to me, they're probably the favorite to win Division I, or one of them for sure. And Coach Pam and Willie, they do an awesome job. And but what I really love about them is 5 girls on the court, doesn't matter which 5, working their ass off to get ready to play. And they would sub a girl out. I saw them sub a girl out watching them play against Berea after everybody left. She went in, didn't do what they wanted her to do, and she came out 10 seconds later. Was she happy? Nope. They knew she wasn't happy and got up and explained to her because of that she won't go back in. Is that hardcore? That's coaching. You got to learn to be coachable. But we have to only control our response, right? So in practice, when we're having a bad day, let's have somebody step up and say, look, pick it up. We need to kind of start to have a more concerned approach, because you are correct in the point of, man, when one of the 5 isn't working on the court, the whole thing don't work. And that's that internal stuff that we got to take care of. Okay? Other than that, I love everything I got out of it. Coach, how was JV? Good. That's all it's about. So what I want to do is make sure that today and then tomorrow and Wednesday, we work to get better at the things that we need to, and then more importantly, on Friday, come back and we'll watch film. Okay? Anybody have questions? Nope? Coach, Daddy? Good, let's go. 6 man, 1, 2, 3.
Senior guard, captain number 4, Jocelyn Corporan.
You're nominated captain this year. What does that mean to you?
It's an honor because I've always been a quiet person, and everyone knows that. He always says it. Him knowing I'm quiet and still naming me captain is special to me because he knows that I am a leader inside, even though I don't really speak. But this year I'm speaking more. Since freshman year, I've started speaking way more, and this year it's going to be crucial because we're going to need a lot of support this year.
What characteristics do you think you bring that stood out maybe as a leader for Coach to name you captain?
Support, picking up people when they're down. You'll see I'll be the first person to go run and pick someone up if they're down, if no one else is there. But yeah, just support and always checking on people, seeing if they're okay. Might text some people after practices or games and just say, hey, good job, or hey, it's all right if you messed up, just come back tomorrow at practice or come in the next game and work harder.
How excited are you for this season?
I'm very excited because last year with COVID and everything and just everything that happened, getting cut short, I'm glad to come back and have a full season and see how far we can go. Hopefully the states, hopefully win. That's my goal.
Tell me something about you other than basketball.
I like building Legos.
Really?
I like hands-on. I have the spaceship, the Apollo 11 or Apollo 9. I have the Daily Bugle, Nintendo set. I have a lot of Lego sets. I just like doing hands-on stuff. I'll sit there like 8 hours straight just doing Legos. Last year I was online and I would just do it during class. So that's basically all I do, just basketball, school, and then go home and do some Legos. I don't have any space for any more now, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do if I get any for Christmas or my birthday or anything.
He has the team prep meals for the homeless for St. Augustine for Thanksgiving. How do you feel helping that cause?
I love it. Half of us are either outside unloading trucks and bringing it into the back, into the center, and then the other half are in there preparing food, peeling potatoes, cutting onions, doing anything we can to help the homeless. And there'll be people in there waiting, drinking coffee, and we'll just interact with them, talk to them, and just talk to them about what we're doing, where we're from, and all of that. It feels nice to help people, especially as a team, knowing that, because that helps our bond as a team too by doing something as a family instead of just always it's family on the court, but we're also a family off the court, helping people. I love knowing that people feel appreciated because everyone deserves to be appreciated no matter what they've done or whatever their lifestyle is. It makes me feel good knowing that they feel like important and appreciated enough to have someone check on them. So I just like helping people out.
This year, again, there's a lot of hype about this team.
Mm-hmm.
Can you girls match the hype?
We can. It may not seem like it now, but once we get going, season's right around the corner, we'll be fine. We'll match the hype.
What's it going to take to be ready for the season?
A lot of hard work, and we have another JV team this year. We had one last year, but their season got cut short. And there's a lot of younger beginner players, so we have to get them to see how we do things and get their focus on basketball and all of that, so they're not worried about anything else except playing basketball and winning, and school, obviously.
How has the whole COVID pandemic then and even now changed you as a student athlete?
It made me appreciate being able to play basketball a lot more because we were out of school for the whole year and season got cut short. We had to sit out for, I think, 2 weeks because someone had COVID, so that was bad. I think we missed a game or two, so they didn't get rescheduled. So yeah, it just makes me appreciate having the opportunity to play. And knowing we're still in one, anything can happen any day, we can shut down again, but it just makes me savor every moment that I have on the court with my family.
Compare your freshman, sophomore year before any of this to now. Are you more cautious? Are you more aware? Are you more attentive to what's going on around you in the world?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Because freshman year, just came in, just being a freshman, not having a care in the world, just say, hey, I'm going to go play basketball and all that. I would have never thought 2 years later we'd be in a pandemic and shut down. I would have never thought that. So yeah, I check the news a lot now, make sure everything's okay, and if something goes wrong, it's going to be a crazy year again, but hopefully everything will be okay and safe. But time really does fly, especially with the pandemic. Last year, it felt slow, but it felt so fast at the same time, not having the full amount of games and just not the full school year, school day. It just makes me cherish everything and cherish all the moments we have on and off the court and just senior year, we got to go all out. My goal is to go to states. My goal since freshman year has been to go to states. So we could have gotten there last year, but just stuff happens and couldn't do it. So this year, hopefully it's the year.
What do you think the returning players can learn from last year that could make you better players and people?
We got to stay together, because we obviously saw that last year. If we're not together, we're going to fall apart. So you just have to stay together.
What would be your perfect ending to this season?
Winning states. After everything we've all been through, the girls last year who graduated, I just want to bring a title home. Just want to bring a net back home from Columbus. That's what I want. And obviously to win the conference again, back to back. That would be nice to get back to back.
What's your relationship with Coach Mack?
He's a friend to me. I could text him, talk about anything, and he'll just have my back and just talk. He'll just talk to me as a friend. And then on the coaching side, he yells, but it's for a good. He knows what he's doing. He's not just yelling to yell. He loves everyone on the team. He loves me. He loves everyone. He has everyone's best interest in him.
Describe in some way he's helped you on or off the court.
On the court, he's helped me by pushing me. 'Cause he sees something that I don't, so he constantly is pushing me in practice and in games. And I honestly don't know why. I don't see what he sees in me, but he obviously sees something, and I appreciate him for continuing to push me. I'm starting to see it a little more now that I've been named captain. I've really reflected on it, but yeah, it's just pushing me. Even if I get mad, he'll just keep pushing me, and it's made me better since freshman year. It actually has.
How much has that improved your outlook of him and your relationship with him, that he keeps pushing you and he keeps making you want to strive to be better?
It shows that he genuinely cares about us, and that he's not just here for the money or for the people always talking to him or for Twitter or whatever. It just shows that he really cares about us, each and every one of us as a player and as a person, on and off the court.
You mentioned about winning state and conference and everything, but what do you most look forward to from this season at Trinity?
I'm looking forward to forming new bonds with the JV team and continuing to grow my bonds with everyone else that I already have a small bond with now.
What are your plans for after high school?
I like building. I like building stuff and being hands-on, so I'm trying to look into a career where I can build and just not be sitting at a desk behind or whatever, not just sitting typing away on the computer. I want to be hands-on with other people and all of that. So just might get my associate's degree and then see where life takes me.
What life lesson have you learned as you reflect back at your time here at Trinity?
Life lesson, just the team always has your back. Whether in school or out of school, if you're ever having a disagreement with someone, they always have your back and help you. So just the team has your back no matter what. Be smart with what you do, on and off the court.
Senior forward number 10, Mauria Stanley.
I'm from Chagrin Falls. I came from Kenston. That's where I used to go. That's my grade school. I have a big family. I have 4 siblings and 4 nieces and nephews.
What is something about you that you like that's part of your life that's important to you other than basketball?
My cat, Ripley. She's important to me. I got her on my 15th birthday. Yeah. Also, modeling. I want to model after high school, so that's something important to me.
Now that you're a senior, you're coming to the end. This is your final season.
Yeah.
What's your expectations and what's your mentality coming in?
I feel like I've never really been dedicated to basketball. It's not my favorite thing, but this year I'm feeling it more. I'm getting more into it, I feel.
What changed this year?
I don't know. Maybe my mentality about it. It's gonna be over, so why not just give it your all?
With COVID, with the season ending early, with the stoppages for people getting sick, what did you girls learn from all of that that's made you better players and people today?
I just feel to take it all in and give everything your all, because you don't know when it's gonna end. Because COVID could stop everything right now, and this is my senior year, so it could just all be over. So just give it your all.
Like last year, there's a lot of hype around this team. Do you think your girls can live up to the hype this year?
Yes, I do.
Why?
With this group of people, I feel we've molded it together enough where we can stick by each other and make it far. We're a good group of girls.
What will be your perfect ending to this season?
Winning states.
How realistic is that?
I don't know, I feel like we could do it.
What's it gonna take?
Teamwork, communication, leadership, hard work.
What's your relationship with Coach Mack?
I don't,
Do you just view him as coach? Do you view him as a mentor? Do you view him as a friend?
yeah, I do, all of those. I view him as a mentor, I view him as a friend, someone that looks out for me, someone that's always there for me.
Describe some way he's helped you on or off the court.
He always lifts us up when we're down. He's not one to like yell at us when we're like having a bad day. He understands. Like he's understanding. He's there for me because I've gone through like some troubles this year. I've had like health problems and he's always there to check on me.
So how does that make you feel that he's more than a coach? He's not just someone you see at practice and at games, and he's someone that cares about you in general as a person.
I feel like that's a relationship that like most players don't have with their coach. So like we're lucky to have that.
He's had the team prep meals for the homeless for St. Augustine for Thanksgiving. Tell me like how that whole experience makes you feel.
So I did that my sophomore year for the first time because that's when I came here. And I think it was like really nice of us to do, like to give back and like help. The one thing I remember is like, what do you do with onions? We did something with onions.
Did you chop them or?
Yeah, we did that and it like made all of us cry. So it was like a memory that's like kind of funny. Yeah, and then we like brought like boxes in. Yeah, I liked doing that. I'm happy we're gonna do it again because we didn't get to last year.
What do you look most forward to this season at Trinity?
Maybe like building more relationships, stronger relationships. Because there's like new people here, the freshmen. That's kind of what I like about basketball, meeting new people, building relationships, especially because like I'm leaving now. Yeah, that's what I look forward to.
What are your plans for after high school?
I want to model. I don't know how realistic that is, but like hopefully, like over the summer I want to work on that. And like headshots, stuff like that. I still need pictures.
What life lesson have you learned when you look back at your entire time here at Trinity?
Soak it all up because it goes by fast. Like high school in general, it goes by in the blink of an eye. And people tell you that when you're like in middle school, going to be like a freshman, but it's very true. So just embrace it, take it all in while you can because it's gone in a flash.
We got to find out how to make it all kind of fit the puzzle together. We can do a lot of things, but there just isn't that right fit. If it was January, I'd be like, oh, we're in trouble. But it's November. There's plenty of time. But starting tomorrow, our practices have to be elevated. Our effort has to be elevated. And that opportunity to learn comes through your ears and repetition on the floor, and we have to be ready to roll. Because if we're not ready to roll, starting tomorrow in preparation for the season, you can't make excuses once the games are done. And I'm not going to sit down here and think of our 3 goals: to win conference, to win districts, to win regionals. I'm not making any excuses of why they didn't happen, nor do I want to point any fingers as to why we didn't need to go there. But we all have to figure out what part of that we're going to take ownership in and go from there. You go, he's not talking to me, I'm a JV player. Nope, I'm talking to you. Because how can you help? Figure it out. Coach told me Nevaeh was awesome this weekend. I'm going to make sure that if that continues, she starts to play some varsity minutes. Because if she's ready, that's what you do. You use that experience and you pull and you go from there. Because if you can help us, I can promise you I'm going to play you. I don't care what grade you're in. You know, my seniors start because I thought that they were the best. If that changes, that's the way this happens. Okay? Get our minds right. Our response starts tomorrow. Tomorrow we go, right? And we go from there. And everybody else, will see you tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Love, get in.
Good work, y'all. Good work. Don't leave until you show love. Don't leave until you show love. Leave before you show love.
I know.